All right. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. My name is Amarnath. I will be today's Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. So I welcome you all for another exciting keynote session and the meeting at Sattvic Toastmasters Club. So before we start the meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules in our Toastmasters meeting. So as a Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, politics. So please refrain from discussing these topics. Please put yourself on mute if you're not talking in the meeting. And please turn off your camera if you are stepping out of the meeting. So as everyone in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise our Toastmasters Club also has the mission. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, result in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So with this, I announce this meeting as open and hand it over to the presiding officer, Vikram, today. Thank you. Podium is yours, Vikram.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amarnath. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone here. I'll be the presiding officer for today. And this meeting is divided into 3 sections. So today we have a keynote speech, and then we have a prepared speech, and then table topics. And finally, we also have the general evaluation. So I see a guest here who is Avneet Kaur. So I will be going through the guests who are there in the room and introduce them before we start the meeting. So Avneet, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Avneet and I am working on curating a fair called Global Wildlife Fair, and I am a guest of Mr. Rajesh Madan.
All right. Thank you and welcome to this meeting. And
thank you so much.
Thank you. So with that, I hand over the podium to the Toastmaster of the day, Prateek Agarwal. Prateek is known for his high energy and the great vibrations that he's going to spread through this meeting. So the podium is yours, Prateek Agarwal.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Vikram, for the introduction. And good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So today I'm very happy that we are having a keynote speaker and we are going to, enhance our knowledge in the area which he is going to focus on. But before introducing him, I would like to tell you that there are some role players with me who will be helping me in this meeting to do some type of evaluation. So first, I will start with a general evaluator role which will be played by Toastmaster JK Arora. Toastmaster JK Arora, over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, good evening, whichever part you are in the world. So as a GE, my role is evaluate the entire meeting, and we have a tag team like evaluators, a counter, grammarian, and timer. So I'll introduce the grammarian is Toastmaster Vrunda. Yeah, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, General Evaluator. As a grammarian, my responsibility is to pay close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any misuses of the English language, as well as highlight any outstanding usage of words, quotes, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today, the word of the day is meticulous, which means showing great attention to detail or very careful and precise. An example of that could be, he is very meticulous with keeping records. So that's an example. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. And if anybody uses the word of the day, please indicate your encouragement by virtual clapping of hands. Other words, further, we have an idiom of the day. An idiom of the day is, again, under the weather. So that's the idiom which could be used to enhance your language. For example, if you're feeling unwell, you could say, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. So I would encourage everyone to use the word of the day or the idiom of the day in your speeches or when you're talking. And with that said, I will hand it over back to the evaluator. Before that, towards the end of the meeting, I will submit my report when asked for. So with that, back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vrinda. So now our counter today is Toastmaster Bharadvaj Vedula. Please introduce yourself. Yeah, please.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. So as we all know, we are here to learn something. So as a part of this Toastmasters journey, whenever we speak, we will be using some phrases or unwanted repeated words. So I am here today to count those repeated words, and at the end of the meeting, when general evaluator calls me, I will give the report of what are all the repeating words you will be using and what need to be improved according to that. Thank you.
Thank you. Over to next is timer and Toastmaster Amarnath. Please introduce your role as a timer.
Thanks, General Evaluator Arora, sir. Again, welcome everyone. So today I'm acting as a timer. So as a timer, so I will time all the table topics and the prepared speeches. So I'll raise the green card, yellow card, red card based on the times you have left for your speeches. So for table topic, we have 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1.5 minute, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. We have 30 seconds buffer time for all these speeches. For prepared speeches, it is 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, we have a red card. So I meticulously track all the timings. Please limit your speech within the time. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. And today keynote speaker, we have 30 minutes. So over to Toastmaster of the day, Prateek Agarwal.
So thank you all the role players for introducing your role, and thank you Toastmaster JK Arora for arranging this session. Yeah, so today with us, a keynote speaker who is going to enlighten us on the topic, how to focus on laser beam. He is none other than Rajesh Madan, who is the owner of Greyleap. This company runs the world's largest action and accountability platform for business owners in Delhi. At Greyleap, he supports business owners to beat procrastination by arming them with powerful tools, driving them to action, and creating rock-solid accountability. All this is done in a way that's tried and tested across 26 countries by the parent company called the Alternative Board. I can see that TAB in his screen, which is the full form of the Alternative Board. In 2024, he has over a dozen success stories where he helped business owners create breakthrough results and take their business to the next level. His mission is to support at least 10 of his clients reach the Fortune 500 list. It is amazing mission, I can tell you, and I want to be a part of it, So Greyleap is also a successful book company and runs regular meetups, trainings, workshops, and working vacations for its members. So really, I'm very, very excited to know more from him. And I would like to call him on the screen to, enlighten us on this topic. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much for that introduction. एक चीज मुझसे मिस हो गई. I forgot to mention that I have been a part of Toastmasters for 3 years. This was way back from 1996 to I think 1999. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you, and I'm very happy to know this. Yeah.
Great.
So 1996 to 1998, end of 1998, I was part of Toastmasters, and this is like deja vu for me. A really good feeling to be back in the fold, and I'm really happy to see the meticulous detail in which you have started the meeting, and I hope to keep up with that. All right, so today we are going to talk about a term called procrastination. And the title of my presentation is How to Focus Like a Laser Beam. And let me start with this amusing little film that I bumped into online. This puts everything in perspective of what procrastination is.
This morning, I got up and got ready quickly because I had to get a lot of stuff done. I sat down at my desk to start getting my stuff done, and I spilled my coffee, so I got a sponge to clean it up, and I figured I'd take an extra minute to clean the whole desk because a clean desk would help me get my stuff done. When I was finished, I realized I hadn't eaten anything, and I didn't want to be hungry while I got my stuff done, so I went into the kitchen and I was out of cereal. When I got to the grocery store, I remembered a bunch of other crap I needed to get, and I figured I was already there, so I did my shopping for the week so I didn't have to worry about it while I got my stuff done. When I got home, I didn't feel like cereal anymore, and so I made an omelet and I did the dishes so I wouldn't have to do them after I got my stuff done. And then I went out to get some oil from the hardware store because my desk chair is kind of squeaky and I didn't want to be distracted by a squeaky chair while I got my stuff done. When I got back, it was getting kind of late, and I knew I wouldn't be able to get my stuff done today, so I started watching the Twilight Zone marathon on TV. I just have to make sure I get to bed early because I want to be well rested tomorrow so I can get my stuff done.
All right. So that's what procrastination is. And how many of you could relate to that? By a show of hands. It does not happen with us. Yeah. So my question right now is, what's the one thing that you've been putting off? What's the one thing that you've been putting off? You can unmute your mics and let me know. Anything that you have put off over the last 1 year, you are putting off right now?
Yeah, a lot of things.
Okay. A lot of things. Give me one thing.
So I'm Vikram here, and one thing that I've been putting out is starting my own entrepreneur journey, which
Okay.
I've been thinking for a long time. And
Okay.
there's a lot of things ahead that if I want to start my own business. So
Okay.
this is something that I always thought I need to work on before I take the first step.
Okay. 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 Arora ji, what have you been putting off?
I have written 2 books, but I have not published because I think that many things to be added more. So that's
Right.
why.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Prateek?
Yeah. So very good question, thought-provoking again. But there is one thing which I am always putting off, I think from last 1 year. I'm trying to do it is I want to make every week one YouTube video. I make videos, but it is not at par with the level of YouTube. So I have just started, but this I was putting off from last almost 1 year. So this is the right answer for me.
Right. So I don't even need to tell you how it is affecting you, right? It has an impact on if you're putting off something which is important, but not urgent. You can imagine the effect that it has on your life, right? And when you see all those people who have achieved some level of greatness, some level of success in their life, you will see this common thread between them that they do not put off what is important. They take everything that is important as urgent as well. Yeah. So let's move on. Today, you are going to get an insight into all these 5 elements. You will be, by the end of this, you'll be able to identify your primary procrastination triggers and patterns. You'll be able to understand the underlying psychological factors contributing to your procrastination, learn and apply practical strategies to overcome them, develop a personalized action plan for immediate implementation, and build sustainable habits for long-term productivity. Does that sound exciting? Will that add value to you? Yeah? All right, let's start. So सबसे पहले तो oh sorry, I keep slipping into Hindi. I need a little time to get used to the fact that this is a Toastmasters meeting. Okay. So first of all, let's get one thing clear. Procrastination, if you procrastinate, don't beat yourself with it. It is something which is hardwired into you, both neurologically and anthropologically. Okay. Dopamine is a hormone that our body craves. It is a hormone of happiness. Okay. So what happens is that when you are sitting down to do something whose reward which is going to come later on, maybe a month or year later on, the dopamine that it is going to release is going to happen then. So, but your body needs dopamine. And what happens is that it starts craving, and therefore you get into distractions. Okay. So that is one reason why we procrastinate. Second is the anthropological reason. Our caveman ancestors, they did not have a perspective of time. It was not, there was no such angle of, a year down the line or 6 months down the line. Everything was here and now. Feeling hungry, need to eat. Wild animal attacking, need to escape, need to run. Everything was here and now. So what was here and now is what is important. What is down the line in the future is not important. So these two factors have contributed to us as as individuals. We are hardwired for procrastination. So please don't beat yourself with it. It is perfectly fine. I myself have procrastinated so many times and felt guilty about it, but there's nothing to be guilty about. All right. So before we start and talk about what is procrastination and other angles, let me talk about what procrastination is not. So there are these 7 myths that are connected with procrastination. That procrastination is simply laziness. It is not. Some of the most hardworking people procrastinate, and they procrastinate because that particular task is something that they want to avoid doing. Otherwise, they are very hardworking. Procrastinators are not bad at time management. They are pretty good. It is again about that task or that particular emotion that task generates in them. It is not a sign of weakness or lack of willpower. Procrastination is not. Okay. In other areas of their life, you will see the same individual displaying an amazing, willpower. It is not always a bad thing. I come with an experience of branding and the creative domain. And for me, many times procrastination used to work to my advantage. Because when a brief used to come to me, okay, this is something that needs to be done, I used to postpone putting pen to paper for a lot of time, for almost till the deadline is really looming on my head. And during this time, I used to become a sponge, absorbing all sorts of information and mulling over it, analyzing. And finally, when I used to actually do it, it used to come out really good. So it is not always a bad thing, but you need to be very judicious. You need to be very careful in when you procrastinate and when you don't. Okay. This is another one. It is a myth that you can completely eliminate procrastination. You can never do that. So it is perfectly fine if in some areas you do procrastinate. And there is no one cure for procrastination that works for everyone. Today, I am going to show you the 8 different kinds of procrastinations. You will have to decide what kind of procrastination bugs you the most, and therefore, what is the solution for you. I'll show you the solution as well. And yes, all procrastination is not the same, right? Now, let's come to the root causes. The root causes, these are the triggers. I'm going to talk about the external triggers and the internal triggers that lead to procrastination. Task-related triggers. The task difficulty could be a reason. If the task is boring, it could lead to procrastination. The task size, it is a huge task and you are not able to come to grips with it. That could be a reason. Lack of clarity and structure in the task could be a reason. Perceived lack of resources. You don't have people whom to delegate. You don't have the tools. It could even be a perceived lack of ability. Operative word is perceived. Decision paralysis. Lack of perceived value reward. You can't connect the dots between, okay, if I do this, what will be my reward? Okay. Then situational triggers. Distractions. Very, very important. I'm going to talk about distractions in a little more detail later on. It is very important how you deal with distractions. Uncomfortable environment. Yeah. Time pressure, too much time pressure and too much deadlines. If the mind was working logically, time pressure and deadline should lead to doing the work. But it happens the opposite way. It leads to procrastination many times. Lack of structure and routine. Yeah. Your daily habit is about lack of, it's not structured. Social pressure could also be the reason. Contagion. If you're spending a lot of time with other people who also procrastinate, you can also become get into that habit of procrastination. Now, internal triggers, emotional triggers, anxiety and fear, stress, a feeling of overwhelm, boredom. This is different from having a boring task. This is like generally you're feeling bored. Frustration and anger, sadness, depression, guilt and shame and low self-esteem, self-doubt, emotional exhaustion, and then perfectionism. Very important. Many people I have seen, they procrastinate because they are perfectionists. या जो काम करना है ना एकदम परफेक्ट होना चाहिए. Oh sorry, again slipped into Hindi. It should be perfect, and therefore I will not start it till the time I'm very convinced that it is perfect. All right. Cognitive triggers. What are the cognitive triggers? Negative self-talk. You keep on telling yourself you can't do it, you will fail at it and stuff like that. Cognitive distortions. Your reality is different. The reality is different from the way you perceive it. My boss is really going to give me a help for this and stuff like that. So cognitive distortions, you will deliberately distort the reality in our heads. Lack of self-awareness. You don't know how capable you are. Yeah. So these are the reasons. What all the triggers. Now you have to decide what kind of triggers that you respond to. I'm sure you have taken a mental note of that. Normally in a workshop, what I do is I make them do this exercise, but I'm sure you have taken a mental note of what are the triggers that are most relevant to you. So let me move on. So everyone procrastinates differently. Yeah. So here I'm going to list down 8 different kinds of procrastination, and you will see what kind of procrastination is the one for you. The perfectionist, like I said, he is a person who wants everything to be done perfectly, and he will not start till the time he is convinced that this is going to come out perfect. When I started working on this presentation, I had committed this workshop. I had committed a month before it was due. And I started working on it only about a week before that, because I was in that zone. Yeah, it should come out perfect. It should be, then finally I had to tell myself, Rajesh, you are not building a Taj Mahal, And how ironic is that you are doing a presentation on procrastination and you're procrastinating on it. Yeah. The dreamer. These are people who, they live in their own world, they have their own vision of what they are going to be and what this task means to them. The worrier, these are the people who will worry themselves to death. Oh, if this does not come out well, I am doomed and this and that. the defiant. These are the people who are rebels. If someone else gives them a deadline, they are going to make sure that they cause that person a lot of stress, and in doing so, they tend to procrastinate. The crisis maker. These are the people who will almost deliberately delay the task till the time it is a crisis, because they think that they will work best under pressure. The overcommitter. These are the do-gooders. These people are like, they are the people who can never say no to anyone or anything. They are always committing themselves to one thing or the other. The disorganized. You can easily spot these people by their work desk. They are extremely disorganized, and that reflects in their life and their daily patterns as well. The just one more thing, just like you saw this film right at the beginning. He sits down to work and he says, okay, let me do this. Okay, and let me do that. Let me do that. And the entire day goes by. Now, get your personal laser beam ready. I'm going to talk about your personalized. I'm going to give you some personalized hacks and tools depending on the kind of procrastination that you're dealing with. Yeah. First of all, if you are a perfectionist, you need to lower your standards, but temporarily. Okay. You need to focus on progress, not perfection. Please remember, perfection is the enemy of progress. Just start doing and it will start happening. But if you keep waiting for perfection, it will not happen. Set realistic goals. Don't get over ambitious. The dreamer and the visionary. You should be about action planning. You should translate big ideas into concrete actionable steps. Break down the tasks. Yeah, break down large projects into smaller manageable tasks and prioritize. Focus on the most important tasks first. Don't get sidetracked by new ideas or less critical details. These guys are the ones who are into big ideas and the big picture. The warrior. Okay, recognize negative thought patterns. Do a lot of meditation. Do a lot of deep breathing exercises. The defiant, reframe the deadline. Instead of saying that someone else has given you the deadline, you say this is something that I am committing to. Negotiate and collaborate. If you think that this deadline does not work, negotiate on the deadline. Find your why on why you want to do this, instead of making someone else dictate it to you. Crisis maker. You plan your own deadlines. Okay. Then employ time management techniques. There is a time management technique called the Pomodoro technique. What it means is you work for 45 minutes and then give yourself a break for 10 to 15 minutes. And then you start working again. Keep doing this for 8 hours and you will see that you have managed to do a lot more work than you would have otherwise done. Reward yourself for planning. Yeah. And reward yourself for planning. Just the fact that you have planned this and the task, give yourself a little candy or simply pat yourself on the back or whatever. Give a positive cue to yourself. Overcommitter, most important thing they can do is to learn to say no. This will not only come in handy for procrastination, but when the other areas of their life as well. Prioritize ruthlessly and delegate if possible. The disorganized, for them, it is about organizing their workspace, using productivity tools, and seeking assistance wherever needed. Just one more thing, guys. Identify the real task. You need to keep reminding yourself that this is the real task I have sat down to do. The real task is not that I should get up and start cleaning the house or start making breakfast for myself. That is not the real task. The real task is this. Limit the distractions. Keep your workspace distraction free. Reward yourself for starting. Yeah. We saw a reward for planning earlier. This is just for starting. If you sat down and started the work, pat yourself on the back or give yourself some candy or some fruit. Reward yourself. Yeah. Now coming to these were all the individual, personalized, customized hacks depending on what kind of procrastination that you do. Now coming to the master hacks, these apply to everyone. If your trigger is internal, then these are the 4 steps that you can, by which you can reimagine that internal trigger. Okay, the first one is, okay, when you're starting to work and you feel that discomfort inside you, look for that discomfort and focus on that internal trigger, what is happening inside you. Write down that trigger. What exactly are you feeling? And then explore your sensations. And the one thing that I do over here that really helps me when I encounter this is, I imagine a stream or a river, and then I imagine leaves floating on the surface of that water. And what I do is I put all of my sensations, discomfort, anxiety, fear, whatever, on those leaves, and I imagine them floating away. I imagine them floating away, and that feeling goes. Okay. Beware of liminal moments. Please pay attention over here. This is a very technical term. Let me explain it to you. There will come a time when you will, feel like checking your phone for no reason. In the middle of the work, you feel like checking your phone. Don't discard that thought. Simply tell yourself, it is fine that this thought has come. I will revisit this thought 10 minutes later. If I still feel like picking up the phone, I will do it. I will not do it right now. That's all. If you resist that thought a lot, it will create a monster inside you. So beware of these liminal moments. Now, reimagine the task. You can gamify your task. You can say, okay, if I complete this much percentage of this task, or if I do this much task in a given day, I will go down and maybe have golgappas, and add deliberatedness, some novelty to it, right? And yesterday I was conducting this workshop, and she said, there was one participant who said, okay, one way I add novelty is instead of sitting at home and doing that, I simply go to a coffee shop and do it. I said, that is perfect. That adds a novelty. Make time for traction. Now, please understand, I spoke about right in the beginning that I'm going to talk about distraction. Now, this is a key sentence that you need to take back. You can't call something a distraction unless you know what it is distracting you from. Phone is not a distraction. Your phone is not a distraction. Your TV is not a distraction. Your eating is not a distraction unless and until it is keeping you away from your life goals, from your values. Yeah. So create a weekly calendar template for your perfect week. There is my partner at Tab in Delhi. He runs a club called the 95% Club. Every Sunday morning, he helps the attendees. He does a Zoom call, and he helps everyone create a perfect week. And then fine tune. What you can also do is fine tune your calendar by asking 2 questions. Reflect that when in my schedule did I do what I said I would do, and when did I get distracted? Please keep a track of it and refine. Very important. Are there changes I can make to my calendar that will give me the time I need to get better, to better express my values? Very important. On your smartphone, these are the 4 hours that you can apply. Remove the apps. Replace your phone with other device like the watch whenever needed. Many times I use the alarm clock instead of my phone, because tendencies happens that if it is the alarm is on the phone, you start checking your phone first thing in the morning. Rearrange your apps into these 3 categories. Reclaim your life by turning off notifications. Be very ruthless in it. Turn off all notification unless and until it is a very critical app. Now, this is an area that you will really enjoy. Pacts. How to prevent distraction with pacts. This is an app that I really enjoy using. It is called the Forest app. You can download it. What it does is you put a timer on that, and you keep the phone in front of you, and you start working. And if you do not touch the phone, if you do not go to another app for that much time, this little sapling that you will see right at the beginning would have grown into a full-grown tree by the end of the time. If not, if you do get distracted, if you look at another app or touch the phone, this tree will die. So it is very amusing, and it gamifies the whole thing. Yes, Amarnath ji?
Just to remind the time, we have 20
Okay, how
minutes
much time is
completed.
left?
5 more minutes.
All right, I'll be done by then. Thank you. Then there is this website called FocusMate. Please note this down. What it does is you put in the time slot when you want to work, and someone else, if it matches their time slot, they will pair up with you at that time. And all you do is come online, put the camera on, and work in front of each other without talking for that much time. You are accountable to each other. Now, these two I really love. For example, you have given yourself the target that you want to burn 5 kgs in 1 month. You put a currency note on the wall or somewhere where you can see it, and you tell yourself, if I don't burn those 5 kgs in 1 month, I will burn this currency note. And you should do it if you don't. Yeah. Another way is that you appoint an accountability partner and give that person a decent sum of money, something that it will pain you to lose that amount, say 10,000 or 20,000 rupees. And you tell him, if I don't achieve this, you can keep the money. That's another way to stop procrastinating. Identity pacts. It is very important for you to see yourself in the right light. See yourself positively. For example, this is an actual screenshot from my whiteboard. Define yourself, define your identity in a way by which you move away from procrastination. So, and procrastination, by the way, is not just about work. It is also about you and your relationships. Very important. Work comes later. You need to schedule time for yourself first. Show up when you say you will, and input as much. Input is, and you should know that input is much more certain than outcome. So what you can control is the input, not the outcome. So control the input. For relationships, if someone is important to you, make regular time for them in your calendar. Many times in the rigmarole of life and in the rat race, we completely forget about our important relationships. So please make time for them. Don't just schedule date days. For example, don't just schedule date days with your spouse. Put domestic chores on your calendar. Ensure that you maintain important relationships, for example, with friends, by scheduling time for regular get-togethers. They will thank you for it. Keep your laser beam always on. Once you have tackled procrastination, it's time to always stay focused. Number one, practice self-compassion. If there is a breakdown, and there will be, tell yourself that this is something that you're still working on, that it is hardwired, it needs effort, and you are ready to make that effort. Experiment. If some hacks and tools don't work for you, try something new. These are the books that I would recommend for on this subject. Please take a screenshot of this. I would really recommend these 3 books, and start with Deep Work, then Eat That Frog, and then Indistractable, in that order. You should read them. Okay, word about TAB and the Alternative Board. It is the world's largest action and accountability platform for business owners, based out of Colorado, USA, and has been working for the last 34 years and operating in 26 countries. And we help business owners overcome challenges and achieve ambitious targets. I am running the Delhi operations of this organization, this wonderful organization. All right, that brings me to the end of this presentation. Any feedback, any questions?
Yeah, Rajesh, Amar here. So it's really a good informative session, I would say. And so I always feel bad about procrastination, but after hearing from you, the procrastination also is good for us in a way. But I just want to hear more
I
from.
won't say, sorry, I'm interrupting. It's not good. It is,
Okay.
don't beat yourself to it with it.
Okay.
That you procrastinate, but it should not be an excuse to keep procrastinating. You are hardwired for it. That does not mean that you can't overcome it. Please know the distinction. I'm sorry if I've given the wrong impression over here.
Okay. And I just want to hear more on the overcommitters, like how we can avoid that. I mean, saying no is the one thing I get it from your presentation, but that is also a little difficult. That's why they have overcommitted. So how we can, I mean, do we have any other techniques to overcome?
For overcommit, if you are a habitual overcommitter, I would suggest that you see a life coach or a counselor. You need to fine tune your behavior and your relationship with others. Saying there is nothing wrong in saying no. You need to understand that. Not just understand it, you need to internalize that fact that there is nothing wrong in saying no. Because like I showed over here, just 1 second. See, it is you who's most important. Your relationships and work come next. So you need to understand and internalize this fact. Any other question?
Thank you, Rajesh. Yeah, that's it from my side.
All right. Is that all? All right. So you can reach out to me on this number.
Sure.
Yes, Vrunda ji.
Yeah, thank you for this wonderful presentation. I really enjoyed it. It connected at several levels with me. One example that I could think of, which I procrastinate, is when I file taxes. That's such a painful thing that you end up procrastinating because it's difficult for you to list all those things. I was thinking about because you can't do everything in one day, you can't do it in a month. So probably you need to, I think, schedule and do something about it. That's one of the reflections.
Yeah, I can so relate to
Beat
it
this
because
monster by doing that.
I can relate to it so much because I myself, I hate accounting. I hate filing for taxes. I also procrastinate till the last moment.
Yes.
You're on mute.
Yeah.
Rajesh, you're on.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters, for giving me this opportunity. I really loved this and hope to see you again soon.
Yeah. So thank you, Rajesh ji, for the wonderful session, actually. And you have also given us some app and, that is the Forest app and the Focus Mate, which will definitely help, to focus on what we are doing. So thank you very much. And I think people are having many questions, so they will get back to you on your number, which was written in that last slide. Yeah, so
If I can take
thank you very
Vikram's
much.
If I can take Vikram's question, he was raising his hand.
Yes, please. Yeah, over to Vikram. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am actually a life coach, Rajesh sir, so I can connect to a lot of things that you had mentioned. And I really liked the way the presentation you had taken, and it's mind blowing. Thank you so much for that great presentation.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, even I can relate to so many things what you have spoken on. And many a times I give excuses on, I'm not well. So maybe because of so many different reasons, and I'm convinced with it. But sometimes, you have to overcome with that also.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So I have to take my little puppy for a walk now. So I'll take your leave. All the best for the rest of the meeting. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay. So now we are back to our session, and thank you, JKG, for bringing him in our club. So it was really helpful. So claps for JKG also. Okay, so now we will start our session with the introduction of the theme of the day, I request Zoom Master to give me rights for the screen. I'm having the rights. Wait a minute. Okay. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you all know what is the theme of the day. So theme of the day is Third Eye Chakra. The first question which will come to our mind or anybody's mind is, what is this chakra? Can anybody tell me what is this chakra?
Is it the energy centers in our body?
Amazing, amazing, perfect. So definitely these are the energy centers. For example, if you are in railway station or maybe in your room, if the fan is not, and there is a lot of heat, and if your fan is not running, so what will happen? You will feel really sad, you will feel hot, you will not feel so good. But when your fan is now operating, it's like when your AC is working, you will feel little better. So in the same way, these chakras are the energy points, what you can see on the screen. And when these chakras are stopped, or if it is not working well, or the fan is not working, these chakras are not rotating, you will feel little upset on different in different scenarios. So these I have tried to compare these chakras with our senses. So these chakras, which we normal people don't know, and this is our inner world actually. We don't know, we cannot see it, but it is there in our body. But these five senses you all know, which is taste, hearing, sight, smell, and you can see here, and touch, which you can really see physically. When you are not able to, taste anything, you will go to the doctor and you will get it checked and you will get it repaired. Same way with your other four senses. But you will never come to know that what chakra is not working well, and it's very difficult to understand. So we don't know our inner world, but we know our outer world. We are trying to correct our outer world, but we are not able to correct our inner world. So there is a big theory behind it, but I am just touching the one chakra today, which is the third eye chakra. So just a minute, I will just so what is third eye chakra? This third eye chakra is in between your eyebrows. Yeah. And this third eye chakra is nothing but your subconscious mind. Now sometimes what happens when you are not feeling so good, when you are not able to take decisions, when you are not when you're not able to take decisions, when you're not able to perceive what is happening, when you are having a headache, it means that your third eye chakra is not well, it is not rotating. So what to do in that case? There are colors, there are sounds which you can use. So like the sound or the mantra which you can use to open your third eye chakra is Om. So you have seen in different yoga centers that they say Om. They do the charan of Om. So how, like, we will do that charan together. So let's do it. So how we will do it is, we will sit straight and then we will close our eyes and then we will do like this. First inhale from your nose, then we will say like this, like this. Like this, you will feel some energy in the middle of your eyebrows, and then slowly and slowly over a period of time, you will become a better decision maker. The things which are not working so well with your decisions, it will start working well. So let's do it together. Shall we do it? Are you ready? Yeah. So you close your eyes and start doing like this. Inhale, start. You can unmute yourself. I would like to hear the sounds which are coming, the vibrations which we are creating together, which can create an effect not only on you, on me. and it can, combinedly, rejuvenate ourselves for this chakra, and it may open, and the decisions which you are not able to take till now, it will help you out today itself. So let's do it together. You can unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Yeah, I can see everybody has unmuted. Okay, so let's do it once again. Last time, inhale from your nose, and then while exhaling you have to say Aum. Inhale, start. Yeah. So are you feeling something in between your eyebrows? Can anybody tell me something? What you felt?
I felt little calm and little bit tickling here.
What?
I felt little bit of a tickling here, and I also felt very
Yes.
calm.
Amazing. Amarnath.
I see a blue color, nothing much.
Oh, wow. So yes, the color of this chakra is indigo. I tried to wear indigo color. So basically, these five senses affect our different chakras. So for this chakra, the third eye chakra, the color is indigo. If you are with this indigo color, this chakra gets open. In the same way, if you use this mantra, the vibrations will get created over here. Then you will be able to understand, little coldness will come or some vibrations are coming. So this energy center will get open. What else? Like JKG, what you felt?
A good feeling is there from
Yeah,
inner
good
body.
feeling.
Energy we are getting from inner body.
Yes, Vrunda.
Yeah, I felt a little bit of tingling like sensation here.
Wow. Yeah, Vikram, what you will say?
Yeah, even I felt the same. I felt little calm, and then I also felt a little bit of some movements over here.
Wow. Yeah, Bharadvaj.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Actually, it is very energetic.
Am I
Actually,
audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yeah, Shweta.
Yeah, so basically I want to, but I never do this. But right now I did, and frankly speaking, since morning I'm having a severe headache. But yes, I tried this once, and I felt good. I would say, when you pronunciate this, you forget about everything. All the distraction will go, and you will be aligned. You will be focused. So it gives good positive vibes to you. That's for sure.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing your experience. Yeah, so amazing. I think Vidyasagar joined late, so I will not ask him right now. Maybe at the end of the session, I will come to that. So indirectly or directly, see, we are planning for the future. Like these five senses, we are working on in our day-to-day life. If we are not able to smell, if we are not able to see properly, we go to the doctor. But if we want to plan something for the future, we have to attack our these seven chakras, and one of them is this third eye chakra. And I have told you some of the things which can open your these third eye chakra. So this is your sixth sense. Now, if this is your subconscious mind, I will give you one of the example. You are driving a car, you are daily going to your office from your home. And daily the same time you are, leaving from your home, daily, the same buildings will come across, the same type of people, because the time is same, that same type of people will come, the same traffic signal will come, and the same parking will come, and the office will come. So this all is happening, but it is happening in your subconscious mind. Actually, your subconscious mind is driving the car. But one day, for example, if some accident happens, then only you will be able to remember something happened. That is your conscious mind. So your subconscious mind is working for you day in, day out, all the time, but we are not doing anything for that subconscious mind to, energize that thing. And these are some of the exercises, these are some of the colors, these are some of the elements which will help you to train your subconscious mind or open your these third eye chakra or the Ajna chakra, which will help you to achieve your goals over a period of time. Okay, so this was all about some of the chakras. Now, what is this chakra, how you can open that, and what you can do to come out of it. I have told you these things. Now I will come to our meeting, and we are having the first round, which is called prepared speech round. In this prepared speech round, speaker will deliver his speech for 5 to 7 minutes, and then the evaluator will evaluate. So the first speaker who will come on the stage will be, just a minute, Vikram, and his objectives are, yeah. So his objective is presentation. He's having a path of presentation mastery from level 1. He is giving his project 4, and his topic is, can you tell me the topic, Vikram?
Yes. The topic is get better at getting better.
Get better and getting better. Amazing.
Getting better.
So what?
Get better. I'm typing it here. It's get better at getting better. Yeah.
So get better. Just a minute. I will just unshare. Yeah. And his evaluation will be done by Toastmaster Bharadvaj. So I request Toastmaster Bharadvaj for his objectives.
So good morning once again. So today's speaker will be presenting his L1 P4 speech. And the purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve the speech evaluated during the club meetings. The purpose of his speech is for the members to present the speech and receive feedback from the evaluator to make it better. Thank you.
Okay. So Toastmaster Vikram Prakash, get better at getting better. Get better at getting better. Toastmaster Vikram Prakash, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Prateek Agarwal. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. As everyone, I also had a dream in my life, and I'm going to talk about that biggest dream of my life, which is traveling to US. I am a software professional, and in the beginning of my career, I had a lot of dream to travel to US. And I got an opportunity 7 years down the line when I was working for a company called Bank of America, where my manager called me and said, "You're going to travel to US next month. Can you go ahead and apply for your visa?" Now, I was so excited at that time because the day has come when I really wanted my dream come true. So I applied for the visa, and the day came when I went to the American Embassy. I was meticulously preparing for the interview the day before. I had a new dress and I had a lot of dreams, and I was so excited that I'm going to get the visa. And when I went to the American Embassy, I could see a huge queue today standing at the gate. I'm almost the 100th member in the queue. And for a moment, I thought, am I really going to make it today? Because of the huge number of people standing out there. With so much of doubts, I just stepped inside the gate, and then I felt like as if I'm already entering the US. Then I started slowly walking forward inside the embassy, and I can see the security professionals seated, and they scanned my whole self, and they let me inside the room where the visa officer is sitting. And I could see a lot of counters, and I just slowly went and stood in one counter. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to travel to the US. I'm going to see Statue of Liberty. I'm going to meet a lot of my relatives. All those things are coming in front of me. Because I've already fixed my mind that I'm really going to get this visa and I'm going to travel to US. Now the visa interviewer is in front of me. and I'm not allowed to talk to her directly. And there was a speaker kept right next to me, and she was talking inside that speaker. Since it's my first time that I'm experiencing all this, I just gave my file to her, and she just opened it and I saw it. And one glimpse at my face and on my document, she murmured something on the speaker. Shh. What? I couldn't hear anything. I just said, can you please repeat? Again, she did the same thing. Shh. I was so confused. Can you please repeat it again? All I get is a pink slip in front of me. All my dreams got shattered at that moment. I was so upset. I couldn't bear it. I was feeling under the weather immediately. And as I walked outside, my wife was standing outside the gate, and she was thinking that I already got the visa. And she's like, I don't know what to say. And just told her, I didn't get the visa. But my wife, hey, come on, you're trying to make fun of me, right? Tell me the truth. I don't know how to face her. Then after a few minutes, she recognized that something is wrong with me. And then she said few words of encouragement that this is okay and I can get it next time. And I went back to my home. The whole day I was crying. I shut myself inside a room, and I started feeling so bad about what happened. Toastmasters here and the guests. One thing I want to talk about, this particular incident of mine. Challenges do come in our life, but how we face our challenges is so important. That is all about my topic, get better at getting better. This topic is a very powerful topic which can help you to the way in which you handle your challenges. There are 3 things which I learned on that particular day. The very first thing is the growth mindset. I went with a fixed mindset. I thought that I'm gonna get the visa. I'm gonna visit US. But what I failed to do is having an open mindset. Whenever challenges are thrown at ourselves by life, we should always be ready to accept it and learn from it. And that is what is growth mindset. And the number 2 is feedback. My wife was giving me feedback that everything is fine, but I'm not able to take it. There are so many people around us, even in Toastmasters, we have so many people giving us feedback. But the main thing here is we should be open to receiving the feedback. And number 3 is knowing yourself, reflecting what happened. 4 years after I got my visa rejected, I applied from a different company, from a different mindset. And at that time, I was able to get the visa. I was so happy at that time. But what changed in between the 4 years is my mindset, the way I look at things. The growth mindset helped me a lot, overcome a lot of challenges, right from this incident of getting my visa through. I always thought that traveling to US is one of the biggest dream of my life, but there are several other dreams which I also have in my life, which I have not energized, which I have not even paid attention to because of my fixed mindset. So the last but not the least, please try to accept challenges when you get it in your life. And these are the challenges which will teach you many things which even a book or a mentor or your own parents cannot teach. And please reflect on any incident. Any incident that you face in your life has a message for you. And you have to learn from it. And you will be able to get it only if you reflect on it. Write down what went well, what did not go well, and what are the improvement areas. These are the 3 things which I want to tell you all today. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. So like literally, the real life examples can change your life. And I'm very happy to know that, because of the change in mindset, things are changing in your life. Amazing. So I will give 1 minute for the feedback to Vikram Prakash. You can give him on chat, which will help the speaker to improve, or what are the good points you can tell so that it can carry on with him. Okay. So thanks for giving the feedback to Toastmaster Vikram. It's time to go for a table topic round. So what I have done, since we have time, so I have a wheel which will select your name. I hope everybody is okay with it. I will just share that wheel. And after that, I will give you the topic. Just a minute. So everyone can see the wheel which I have projected.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So I hope everybody is okay with the names Amarnath, Vrunda, Vikram, Arora ji, Shweta, Vidyasagar and Bharadvaj. We are these 7 people. Okay, I'm having 5 topics. So definitely the first 5 people have to speak on stage. If the first person who is coming is a guest, then I will just give chance to another one. Okay, fine. So are you ready? So what happens in table topic round for the benefit of guest? In table topic round, a topic will be given to you on the spot. And you have to think for say 5 seconds on that topic. And you have to start speaking. You have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And at 1 minute, you will be shown a green card. Then 1.5 minutes, you will be shown a yellow card. And at 2 minutes, you will be shown a red card. And after that, you will get 30 seconds grace after your speech. After 30 seconds means at 2 minutes 30 seconds you have to stop by any ways. Okay, so I will just rotate this wheel and then give you the topic. It's Vidyasagar. He's a guest, so I will again rotate the wheel. He's a guest, so I will first take one of the Toastmaster. Arora ji, wait, I will just give you the topic now. Okay. So your topic is a habit you want to change and how. A habit you want to change and how.
Great.
I have written in the chat box also.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So the habit which I think is procrastination. I keep my table means not clear, means if I'm doing the work, I'll just keep it there. So I think that habit is not healthy, and it affecting the process of because sometimes I have the table is piled up with the books and my pending work, and the some of the important works are completed, and the which are not priority or not urgent go down. So I think that I should have to assemble my table, my drawers, where I keep it. Like if supposing anyone has given any work and I'm doing some urgent work, so I just keep in a drawers. But later on, after a week or 10 days, I remember that I kept it there with that are pending work. So that I have to plan it. I'm thinking means from long that I should keep a proper way. Should I should not keep in drawers or in table, and it should be in some proper file. But what happened when I keep in the file, then I forgot. So I just thought that I will note down that this work has to be done later, and keep my file and table drawers should be proper. So this habit I think I have to change, and this I will do soon. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster buddy.
Thank you. What a wonderful take in the topic. And I always say one thing on this, like 1S, 2S, place for everything and everything in place. So definitely, you are trying to do it and you will get it, definitely. Okay, so our first selection was Vidyasagar because he was a guest. So I have taken a Toastmaster. So I will give a topic to Vidyasagar. Vidyasagar, you are okay with the speech? You are there? Vidya, you are there? Vidya, you are there? I don't know. So I will just rotate a wheel again for someone else. No issues. Fine. So I will just again rotate.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, Vidyasagar, you are there? Vidya, you are there? Hello. Vidya, we are not able to hear you.
Yeah, low band out of this. Yeah, I am here. Low band.
You can speak. You can speak.
Yeah.
I will give you a topic.
Yeah.
Okay. So your topic is long pending decision you want to take. Long pending decision you want to take. Over to you, Vidya. Vidya? I think there is some issue with his network.
Yeah, in the interest of time, we can move ahead, Prateek.
Yes. So the table topic speaker was Bharadvaj. Okay, so no issues with that, no issues. So I will give it to Bharadvaj. So your topic is long pending decision you want to take. Long pending decision you want to take. Over to you, Bharadvaj.
Good morning, everyone, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. So, for every family, there will be a dream. So everyone want to spend some time with their family, going out of their comfort zones or their regularly whatever the place which they are being. Everyone want to go out of that place to explore the world. So I personally, with my family, have a dream to explore the world whenever we get some time. So coming to my long pending dream, the decision means I want to take my family to a very long outing. So whenever we are getting chance, we are exploring in and out of the place which we are staying. But We want to go out of the box. We want to go for at least 1 month or 2 months out of my living space. And I want to travel in my own car. I don't want to depend on any public transport. I want to travel in my own car. I want to explore the world with my family. I want to experience the enjoyment and experience the joy with my family so that they will take some memories back when we come back to home. So this long pending decision I will be taking because I have brought my new car last year itself. So still we are planning, we are monthly in my savings, we are adjusting some amount for this long journey which we are going to plan. And very soon, within no short time, we'll be planning the trip and we'll be going somewhere to the Seven Sisters of India. So we will explore the world and we'll come back with lot of memories. And at the end, everyone, whoever is in this meeting or whoever who want to explore this world or whoever want to progress, they have to give some time to their family. Without their family support, we cannot excel in our professional life also. Thank you.
Wonderful take, and definitely, going with the family and that too in our own car, in our own vehicle is a wonderful thing which can happen. Although there are some of the people like me who don't want to drive sometimes, but yes, it's like it's on their own. Like everybody is having their own calls, everybody is having their own decisions. So it's your decision that which you want to take, and I hope that this will be done this year itself. Okay, so I will just rotate the wheel again. Okay. Amarnath. Okay. Amarnath, your topic is fear you want to overcome and how. Fear you want to overcome and how. Over to you, Amarnath.
All right. Thanks, Prateek. So today's my topic is fear that I overcome. So I always have a fear to say no. I don't know why, where it is coming from. Maybe my parents also have a tend to say no. So that's where I believe I inherited from my parents saying no. So because of this, I've faced so many problems in my life. So that is the fear I'm trying to overcome. So that's where it led me to take the part of Toastmasters Club as well. So one incident I firmly recorded in mind. So I think it's, I'm in my teenage. So one of my friend asked me to get something from a city. So I'm traveling to that particular city, and so he asked me to take something from that city. And it is 100 kilometers away from my own place. So I still remember what he wanted me to take from that city, but due to my hectic schedule, I forgot it. I delayed, procrastinated that thought, and I forgot it when I returned back. So when I returned back, and so the next day morning, so he come to me and he asked for that thing, right? So I'm literally hesitant. Fearful in my mind and saying no to him. So I arranged something like I'm running here and there, and I'm talking with a few more friends who is traveling that day into that city, and I begging them to get that thing back. So that is the one of the incident I remember. Still, I'm struggling to say no. So that is one of the fear I have, and I'm trying to overcome it. Thank you.
Yeah, so Amarnath, this is not the only, like you are not the only person. There are many people who are having a big fear to say no at different cases, but it resolves our lot of problems if we are very clear about things. I have seen in Mumbai, people directly say no because they are very clear that what needs to be done, and there are some people who are very clear, and the life is sorted. So very important fear which you have, which you came across. Okay, so I will again turn the wheel. Vikram. Okay.
Yes.
So the topic for you is relationship you want to improve from long time. Relationship you want to improve from long time, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you for this topic. So the relationship that I want to improve from long time is the one with my wife. I always think that there is a better person I can be with my wife, because I got married to my wife 13 years back. And to talk about both of us, we are like two extremes. So whatever I like, sometimes, is not in her likes list. And whatever I don't like will be in her likes list. So this is how, usually we both are like two different in our likes, whatever we like. And I am a non-veg and my wife is a vegetarian. But still she cooks a lot of non-veg items for me, because even then, even though she cannot eat it, because I like it, she used to cook it. But what I always felt is that sometimes I used to think, am I really so hard at her whenever things are not, in my favor, or I don't like the way that, certain times I always had felt that, she is hard with kids, or she's very strict and she's not letting me do what I want to do that way. But I always felt that she also has her own likes, and we should respect that. And she has her own ambitions and new dreams for her life, like I have also. When I understood that, now I started opening up and I started giving her more importance. And after that, I think our life started changing. But there is still a long way to go. But still, I think this is one relationship that I think I should make better in my life. Thank you for this opportunity.
Wonderful take on this. I think this relationship everybody wants to improve at different points of time. Yeah. Okay. So I think I can take two more topics in the I think we are left with 20 minutes. Can we take it? Okay, I will take it.
Yes,
No
please.
issues. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Vrunda.
Yes.
Okay, so your topic is importance of colors in your life. Importance of colors in your life.
Well,
Over to
that's
you, Toastmaster Vrunda.
thank you so much, Toastmaster Prateek. Colors is so important, but I've never paid so much of attention to colors, very frankly speaking. But as you brought this topic, I'm actually trying to reflect about the colors. And I do realize that when I get ready for work, I pick a few colors. I pick, if I've got an important meeting, I might pick a navy blue or a blue. If if I'm in a really happy mood for my meeting, we are discussing some important ideas, I try to wear pink. If I am not feeling so great, but I want to still be professional, I might pick up a black color. So I do see that there is a trend in the kind of colors that you wear. And then there's so much more to it. Now, if you ask this question to a girl versus a boy, they have so many ideas about the same color. So, for example, I have a niece, and if I ask her, hey, how does this color go? And she will say, oh, this pink will look better, but rather than this pink, maybe you tried this shade of pink. And then she will say, why don't you accessorize this pink with this hairband and maybe take this bag with it? And then she can just imagine, like, that's just a trigger, and she can go on a series of options that you could use this color with. Versus if I ask the same question to my son, he might say, oh, it doesn't really matter. It may be blue, it may be pink. How does that matter? Now let's just just get going on time, because he's afraid that I might just get engrossed into this color thing. But these are all, I'm thinking of so many ideas when we were shopping and we're looking for colors, and especially traditional wear. And then we have, when we think about traditional wear, we typically go with yellow and orange. We can go with a red. So there are so many things attached to colors, but I never had imagined that colors play such an important role. They can bring up your mood, or they can, help you hide behind the colors. We can use screensavers for colors. We can use moods for colors, traffic lights for colors. In fact, there's one great use of traffic lights is if you are feeling low at work, you can show a red or something like that, that you're not up to the mark. If you're upbeat, you can show a green. This is another cross application of colors that I had learned. So there are so many shades to it. I would say that's the importance of colors. There's something behind you, but they enhance your mood or they enhance your feelings just by being in the background. So that's my take on colors. And thank you.
Wonderful take. You have so many things to say on colors. And by the way, these 7 chakras are having 7 different colors which can affect your different moods and different feelings. So we'll come to that afterwards. The last topic is there with me. I think only one person is left, Shweta. So Shweta, I will give you a topic. You can you are okay with that?
Yes, Toastmaster.
Okay. So the topic is the importance of gadgets in our life. The importance of gadgets like mobile, television, and so many different things which we are using. The importance of gadgets in your life. Shweta.
Yeah. So basically, if we'll see nowadays, we are almost totally dependent on gadgets, since morning. So if you are waking up, that time we are dependent on alarm. I mean, if you are not self-waking, so you are dependent on alarm, and you will be, looking after your mobile first of all. So instead of, praying to God, what we do is we take phone and we just check that, what is there on WhatsApp. Have I got any message from anyone? So this is the first use, I would say. So we are like nowadays dependent on them. So of course they are important to us. So it depends on us how we distinguish, how we go, and what is our approach. So we are dependent. We are dependent on mobile. We are dependent on laptops. We are dependent on tabs. We are dependent on n number of gadgets, in our day-to-day life. So and sometimes we say to our kids as well, don't use mobile. This will impact your eyes, and don't watch television. Because see, what happens is it's up to us how we take this, right? I said this earlier as well. So if there is a limit of watching television, we give some time to our kids, and if they choose some time, okay, fine, I'll be watching the TV for half an hour. That's perfectly fine. That's not an issue. But if they'll keep on watching for long hours, then there is an issue. And depends what kind of thing they are watching. So we can't sit with them for a long hours and see that what they are watching. So it's like they have to choose, and we need to be very much tactful, and we need to be very much alert in that sense. So it's like we are dependent on gadgets, and they are important to us, but it's up to us that how we have to manage that. We have to see the advantage and disadvantage and balance them in our life, so that we'll not be dependent 100%, but then we have to take out of the use of it. So somehow we have to smartly deal with them. They should not run us, we should. So that's my point. Thanks, Toastmaster Prateek.
Sorry, I was on mute. Amazing
Yeah.
take, Shweta, on this topic. I think our keynote speaker has told us about the forest app, in which the plant
Yes.
will grow if we are not using the gadget. But definitely, it's very difficult for us how to take care of our kids, to come out of these gadgets. But yes, that is a
Exactly.
challenge in front of all of us. So thank you for telling us your point of view in this. Yeah, so this is the end of the table topic round, and we are almost at 9:50 on the clock. It's the time for the evaluation. So I will request Toastmaster Jacob Arora to come on stage for the general evaluation along with your evaluators. Over to you, Toastmaster Jacob Arora.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So now I'll request for evaluation for Vikram, Toastmaster Vikram. Yeah, Toastmaster Bharadvaj, yeah, please.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for this opportunity. Today, Toastmaster Prakash has delivered his L1P4 speech. The purpose of the speech is to collect the feedback on the speech which he has delivered. So the speaker has presented very precisely on the topic which he has selected. The title is very much apt to the speech, complete speech. The body language is good. The gestures which he is using was very connective to the topic and very attractive to the audience also. This eye contact was good. These are all the some positive points. And coming to the improvements, he started the speech very actively. That means when the speech was very attractive in the starting, when he started opening of the speech is very good. While going, he got carried away with the emotion. Yes, it is a real life incident which happened in his life. He has connected back to that moments. But when as an audience, as a listener, when I am connected to the speech, yes, I'll also get involved into that. At the end of the story, while coming back to the topic, he has to bring back that activeness to the audience. That point has to be taken care. Why? Because after that story, he left another 2.5 minutes. He has left carried away with that same emotion. So the ending of the speech has become monotonous. So that emotion which he carried in the story has continued till the end. So that has to be improved. Once we come out of the story, we have to come out of the emotion and bring back the energy to because that is a big destructive moment which happened in your life. So when you come out of that situation and when you gather the next 4 years which you learned how to overcome how to take that negatives, you have to bring that energy back to the audience. That I felt that point was missing, and you just carried away with the same emotion till the end of the speech. So it can be improved. The body language, everything else is good. So that was the only what you call suggestion or improvement I felt in the speech. Otherwise, the speech is very nice. And in future, if you come out of these emotions during your speech, you can become a good speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharadvaj. And good evaluation is done. So now I'll request Grammarian Toastmaster Vrunda to please give a report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. The word of the day was meticulous, and I was meticulously trying to observe every speaker and to take notes of the good use of the word meticulous. I was trying to focus hard, but the two people that who have used the word of the day were Rajesh Madan and Vikram Prakash. So congratulations for the use of the word. And if I missed somebody, then that means I was so engrossed in your speaking that I missed to note word of the day. As far as the idiom of the day is concerned, the idiom of the day was feeling under the weather. And it was about feeling sick or feeling unwell. I didn't find anyone using that, but if you want, I can give you a tip. If you want for not doing your task or for not speaking, you can say, oh, I was just a bit under the weather and so I couldn't speak today. So that's the tip for next time. As far as language usage was concerned, I found some good usage, which was like putting pen to paper, absorbing like a sponge. These were some judicious. These were some of the good usages. The not so good usages were barely anything, so I didn't have a note of that. But that was my general evaluation of the role as a grammarian. And with that, I will hand it over back to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for a good report. Now I'll request for our counter, Toastmaster Bharadvaj. So please give a report.
Good morning once again. So I was under the weather now because for not using the word of the day. So coming to accounting, in the prepared speeches and the keynote speaker, I did not find any filler words or any as or ums. But coming to table topics, Amarnath has used a 3 times. Vikram Arora has used almost 7 times. Vikram sir, Arora sir has used 3 times. Sweta madam has used 2 times and is the word which she has used for more than 8 times in the 3-minute speech. Apart from that, no one else has been, because I myself has used 2 times in my table topics. Rest of everyone, rest of the meeting, I did not find any filler words or these gaps. Thank you.
Thank you. Great report. So you have included yourself also. So great. So over to timer of the day, Toastmaster Amarnath. So please give a report here, please.
Thanks, Arora, sir. So overall, the report of the timer. So we started meeting 15 minutes delay. So for the different reason, but so that can be improved a lot. Like we need to start meeting on time. So we need to follow up with the respect to tag team and the participants up front, and we need to improve that one. And coming to the prepared speech, so he could conclude in 7 minutes. That is within the time. And coming to the table topic, Arora sir took 1 minute 30 seconds. Bharadvaj took 1 minute 50 seconds. Amar took 2 minutes 10 seconds. Vikram took 1 minute 50 seconds. And Vrunda ma'am and Sweta, so they have a little overboard. They have used the buffer time as well. So the topics are a little generic, but still we need to stick to the time for the table topic, and we need to conclude our discussion within the time frame. And Bharadvaj has completed his evaluation in 2 minutes 30 seconds. That is also qualified for the time. That's it from my side, Jackson.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amarnath. And I really appreciate that even you are taking TTM tasks, still you have noted your time also. So great.
Yeah.
So now coming to the general evaluator as a complete meeting. So we started 15 minutes late, but after 15 minutes, the meeting was a good, energetic. the topic of procrastination, we learned a lot. And then, of course, Toastmaster of the day is taken meticulous. The meeting, he has taken a good topic, the 7th chakra and the third eye chakra. So a lot to be learned from him. And he explained the third eye, how important, and the Om. And then, of course, as a table topic also, he has taken very good. So good, energetic meeting. And all the tag team, they have given a very good report. So thank you. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster J.K. Arora, for conducting this round and for a very short general evaluation, taking care of that time. So it's 9:58 on the clock, and I will just like to conclude this, my TMOD role of third eye chakra. So I have explained you about the 7 chakras. I have told you about the 5 senses. I have then explained you about the third eye chakra, which is responsible for your decision making, intuition, your perception, and how we can open it by using Om and or using the indigo color. So this was the gist of the session which we together has done. And I really liked the meeting. Now over to you, presiding officer of the day, Toastmaster Vikram Prakash, for concluding the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. That was an energetic presentation for today. I really loved your high energy, and it is so infectious that every one of us, enjoyed your energy being with this topic as well. And I really loved the keynote speech that was given. And now let me invite the guests to give us the feedback about our today's session. So I see 2 guests here. Guest number 1 is Sweta. So, ma'am, would you like to share your feedback about our meeting?
Thanks, Toastmaster Vikram. So this is the very first time that I have joined, and I'm very happy that I joined. I mentioned that I am not feeling well, but still, I committed that I'll join. So that was the reason. I never say no to anyone. So I joined, but I am feeling now it was a right decision. I learned lot many things. I understood. I mean, I love the way you all are conducting this meeting. I mean, so minutely you have given the feedbacks. I was amazed to hear that, how many times we have say and and all that things. Even the timings you have noted for each and every activity. So that was something new that I have learned. I mean, feedback were there, but then apart from feedback, so minutely you have, uh, observed and even you have discussed. This was very good for me to learn something new. So, I mean, this could be one of the reason that I might continue with next meeting as well. So, very good team. This was really good.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for this elaborate feedback. I really would like to have you more in our meetings in future as well. Keep visiting us, and if you would like to join our club, you're more than welcome to join our club as well, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, and let's move on to our guest Vidya Sagar. Vidya, do you want to give a few words about our meeting? How did you feel this meeting to be? Vidyasagar, are you talking? We can't hear you. Okay. So in the interest of time, I would like to give the stage back to the Sergeant at Arms. So over to you, Sergeant at Arms, Amarnath.
Sure. Thank you, Vikram. So somehow today we are unable to launch the polls. I see a blank screen, so we can skip for today. And thank you very much for the today's topics and the theme of the day. It's really connecting everyone. By this, I'm adjourning the meeting. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks everyone for joining. Now we can have some time for chit